The weekend snow and cold weather hanging around, area fruit farmers really concerned about their trees and grapes.
Yeah, and after a costly freeze just 1 year ago, they cannot take another lost crop. Tonight, Erie News Now's Lisa Adams is joining us on our weather deck. Lisa, you checked in with Tim Birch of Birch Farms in Northeast, and do they know yet if the fruit tree buds could survive?
Well, that's really the big question, Eva and Mike. And the question is whether or not the temperatures out on the farms are going to drop down into the teens again tonight. I know I thought I had retired the woolly hats and scarves for the season so far this year, but this cold snap is a real worry as it follows some nice warm spring temperatures.
These are all the peach blossoms that are coming out.
After a lifetime on his family fruit farm, Tim Birch knows exactly what to look for when spring snow and frost hit quickly after a warm spell has pushed out the buds.
It just started the buds moving, and now to dip down into the teens, it's making us very nervous.
If the buds are open enough to expose tender green tissue, crops could be lost. Tim Birch said he's most worried about the area's stone fruits, like his 8 acres of peaches. The buds pushed out a little sooner than his apples, and they're really sensitive to the cold.
It's going to have to warm up, and then we can cut some buds and analyze if there's any damage to the flowering parts of the fruit bud. The potential is there for a great crop.
Birch is feeling a bit more optimistic about his 36 acres of apples.
The buds are a little more dormant, even though they have moved a little bit, so hopefully they'll be able to handle these teens that we're getting.
And his 140 acres of grapes.
At the present time, even the wine grapes, the Concords, the Niagaras, and all the other varieties, we're hoping and praying, and we believe they're going to be able to handle this unusual cold weather we're having.
Because he doesn't want a repeat of last April's frost.
Last year, we got froze real bad in April, especially up here on the hillside, up on the escarpment. We ended up losing about 80% of our apple crop, and we lost about 65% of our grape crop due to the spring frost last year.
Yes, so that's something they really don't want to repeat again this year. Birch told me that April is usually the most sensitive time for the fruit trees with the greatest risk of frost, but again, because warm temperatures came a little earlier this year, that pushed up into March. And you can tell John Stalin that you don't have to be south of I-90 to feel the wind chill out here. Live on the weather deck, Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.